what actually goes on around the world today, especially in Nigeria. And when we hear the word fintech today, what comes to most people's mind is transactions that has to do with the masses. What do I mean by that? So we're looking at loan solutions. We are looking at solutions that have to do with making bill payments. Solution that has to do with buying goods and services online. But everybody seems to have forgotten about the corporates. By the corporate, I mean organizations and corporations out there. They also have solutions that they need to, they need fintech solutions also to be able to move with the trend. So we are going to be presenting SoftPay as a platform, as a fintech solution. And to do that, I want to like to paint a scenario. One of the reasons why we came up with this solution. Now, I could remember, a few years back where our MD had to travel out of the country, and now he has to pay salary. So what actually happens is you have to sign the check. You have to actually write an instructions to the bank for them to make payments, salary payments to the employees, and most of the time difference, he's not able to do that effectively. This leads to scenarios or situations where employees get their salaries late, which is not something that would like to happen often. And that scenario is where we need to pay our vendors or suppliers of our goods and services. What happens to them? Because these things cannot be done instantly. And the method that actually happens today is we need to take this schedule of payments and take them to the bank and get the bank to do remittance of all of these monies to the various beneficiaries. But what SoftPay has come to bring on board is to help the corporations, organizations be able to manage these processes better. So they're able to manage the period and the time where the beneficiaries get value for the money they do at every point in time. They're able to determine how often, at what length that the beneficiaries will get value for all of this. So we'll be looking at this key for these four agendas. We're looking at payment automation. We'll be looking at the features of SoftPay. We're looking at the benefits that SoftPay tends to give to you as corporations and the unique selling points of SoftPay. So, like I said, what is SoftPay? So, if you hear the word SoftPay, what is the benefit? What is SoftPay exactly? So, what SoftPay is specifically is it is a solution that marries the beneficiaries with the corporations. So SoftPay stays in the middle. So we're able to give value to the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries are salaries for employees, beneficiaries in terms of vendors, beneficiaries in terms of suppliers, when you need to pay them. What SoftPay helps you do is to come in between and able to make these bulk payments and these remittances to them easily. Of course, this is what happens today. We already pay our vendors today. We pay our employees the salaries today. But what makes SoftPay unique? What makes SoftPay different from what we actually have today is what we'll be talking about. Now, irrespective of the solutions that you have on ground, any OEM solution you have, any payroll or HR solution that you have, any financial solution that you have today, at the end of the day, the end goal is you need to be able to pay the employees, or you need to be able to pay your vendors, you need to be able to pay your suppliers. What typically would happen is you need to download this schedule or these instructions and do a transfer from internet banking applications, or you download a schedule and send that schedule to the bank with an instruction to the banks to remit these monies to the beneficiaries. But what we're able to bring on board with SoftPay is SoftPay actually exposes APIs to you, so that irrespective of the solutions that you have today, you're able to call these APIs and send these instructions to SoftPay. If you don't have an application, or you don't have the capability to be able to call these APIs, there's availability of the feature to actually provide these instructions in the Excel format, where you're able to upload data to the platform for onward remittance to the beneficiaries. Now, what actually happens within SoftPay itself? So SoftPay is able to bring forward to you robust reporting capability. So from the onset to, from the moment you come on board on SoftPay, all transactions that you are able to make. You're able to see the detailed instruction, detailed information about all transactions on there. Now, unlike other solutions out there that are actually targeted to the mass market, because you are the owner of the account, you are the owner of the entire solution, the owner, you actually determine who gets benefits for, gets the value or the benefits. What SoftPay is able to do, or is able to bring on board, is to mimic your internal processes as you have it today. So if you have approval parts, if you have a workflow, totally drives how instructions are passed and approved before the beneficiaries get the value, irrespective of the various sections you have in the organization. So if you have your salary payments being channeled towards a particular group of approvals, if you have your vendor payment channel and that group of approvals, you can set up these various approval paths. You can determine the kind of approval that you want there. So today we have 3 models of approval set up on the system. The first one is all must concur. Now that means that everybody that's been set up in the approval path must accept or agree to that transaction before the beneficiary gets valued. Another one is the first responder wins. Now, here it means that the first person to respond to that particular request, if he actually responds positive, then the beneficiary gets value for the monies. Then the third one that we have is voting method. Now, you can set up as many approvals you want in that part. You can set up how many must respond positively, which actually goes up the voting method. So if you have set up a approval of 6 individuals, and set up the voting method to say that 4 must concur within the approval part, then when you have 4 positive responses to that request, the beneficiaries get value. Also, so the workflow and approval system is very robust. It allows you to be able to manage the system just the way you have it in your organizations today. You can have multiple approval paths for the various payment processes that you have. Now, one other thing you have is this funds transfer. So today, a regular solution for fintech out there, I want to buy my credit card, I want to buy a recharge card, I want to pay bills, I want to pay my destiny and the likes. What it actually allows you to do is to configure a single account to the platform, and you're able to use that. But what SoftPay brings on board is you're able to have multiple accounts set up. So if you have your organization has 10 different accounts set up, you're able to set up these 10 different accounts, and you're able to actually perform funds transfer within these accounts within the organization. You actually have the ability to view balances, your balances on the solution at every point in time. So you know how much funds is available in each of these accounts. It's really a very user-friendly and appealing interface where you see the various account balances for the various accounts, are able to move funds from one account to the other. Another benefit is you're able to do simultaneous bulk transfers. So if you have scenarios where we have a very large employee base where you want to make bulk payments to them, you can do bulk payment once. One of the challenges we've had in time past is scenarios where we actually take a schedule to the bank, and we ask the bank to help with the disbursement of these funds to the beneficiaries. What would typically happen a few years back is employees or beneficiaries who locally have their account domiciled with the bank the instruction is given to will actually get value almost immediately. And the other employees will get value about a day or 2 or 3 days later. And it's a case of, I have gotten my own monies, you have not gotten your money because you are not using the bank that the organization uses. Now, SoftPay does not tie you to a particular bank. It allows you to bring all the banks on board. It allows you to be able to make payment from any of the accounts that are profiled on the system. Another benefit of SoftPay today is it actually allows you to do various authorization methods. So you can use card authorization, you could use the PIN authorization, you could use the OTP authorization. Can have a combination of these various authorization types. It actually ensures security of the solution, payment and gateway and password management, various reports and dashboards to actually allow you get more benefit from the solution. Now, what are the benefits? Like I've mentioned earlier, you eliminate that human intervention that comes in between having to prepare your files, and send it, get the beneficiaries to get value. A lot of things could happen in between there. You could have scenarios of fraud where some things are actually padded, or new employees added to the schedule, or the figures or the values of the employees are actually modified. Now with this, from your solution, there's a secure gateway between that and SoftPay that allows that transaction to move seamlessly without any human intervention coming in between to change the values that you have in there. There is a secure data communication channel, or we're using top class encryption services to ensure that when these transactions are moving between both systems, they are properly secured. The system allows you to reconcile real time. So when you make payment, you immediately know who has gotten value for this solution. Not have to wait until the employees come back to meet you that have not gotten value, or the beneficiary have to come back to meet you that have not gotten value for that service. You would know real time when it actually failed or it is successful. And finally, of course, data intelligence is something that we are actually embedded in most solutions. So you could see actually draw intelligence from the data that you have, how many beneficiaries are getting more value, what is the change that's actually occurring in the various schedule that has been sent in. And finally, what are the unique selling points for SoftPay? It is licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. It is a solution that is PCI DSS certified. You can process your payment from anywhere and at any time. So whether you are in Nigeria or out of Nigeria, wherever it is that you are, all over the world, you can make payments and they get value instantly. You're able to view your account balances real time and do funds transfer within those accounts. You're able to manage the approval parts to structure or to mimic what happens within your organizations today. We will not restrict you that you have to have your approval parts structured a certain way. You determine your approval part. You determine how it should flow. You determine how many individuals you want in the approval part, and the system is able to accommodate all of that within it. And of course, you are able to automate the entire reconciliation system. You're able to pass that information back into your accounting system or your payroll system. So that you can add that information out of SoftPay alone. So your information does not let you reside within SoftPay at all times. Yes, SoftPay keeps that information, but the APIs are provided. You can pull that information back from SoftPay into your various solutions and have your reconciliation done real time at every point in time. Thank you very much. My name remains Damla Daud from SoftAlliance and Resources. Our contact details are there. You can reach us at info@softalliance.com, and our website is at softalliance.com, and our various social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Damilola. Thank you very much. All right, so I mean, if there are questions, they will reach out to you. Your contact details are there. Thank you very much for that presentation. The good thing about it is that technology keeps making things better as people innovate, as companies innovate. It helps the ecosystem in general. I think that, if you're in this session as well, if you're on YouTube, then don't worry. But if you are right on the platform, you will need to leave the platform and join the next session, which is the product solution demo session happening now. So please, you may exit this session and then join that particular session so that we can continue. I'm just waiting for my producer to give me a signal that that is done, and then we can continue. It's been a